Hello. Today I want to talk about searching for literature, articles, books, dissertation, etc. Specifically, I want to talk about one option that we all have available, which is Google Scholar. Google Scholar, the only thing you need to do is, scholar.google.com. It's as easy as that. It's not just in your Google search or in your browser, just type Google Scholar and follow, the links. As you can see, it kind of looks like the regular Google, but it's not the same. I'll always, I never use the case law, but maybe as social workers, you may want to try that, or you may need to do it. Like, the options are Mississippi courts. You can obviously select courts from all over the U.S., or for that matter, federal courts. I don't think you probably will have many occasions that you would be in a federal court, but who knows. So but for this course, I would think that maybe not so much, but I want to show you that that is an option. So let's keep it with articles. So let's type, let's type a topic or a search. Since abuse disorders. Okay, so voila, you got it. Now, as I probably mentioned before, you see this third sort of column. Those are the ones that you could get an actual, the whole article. Actually, this is a book, but let's see this one. It's taking a minute. Okay, so, and then you can just download it. It will be downloaded actually to wherever you want, but usually the default is your downloads. I'm not going to save this article because this is just a demo. So let me go back. That's just the simplest thing. Now, what do we have here? First of all, you may not want very old articles. So it already said for any time. Sorry, that is what I should have said. The red here is the default, right? So there are three options that are set, but you can have a custom, range, for instance, and you can search again, and you won't get any article that is older than 2014. And then sort by relevance. I like that, or you can sort by date, but that's up to you and what you want to do. I don't know that I need that, but I never unclick it anyway, and I do want citations. I guess create an alert would be, it will email you if, if anything sort of fit your search. So let me go. Let me probably do this one. So the star is to save, to your library. This is a good one because it's site. And if you can see, that means that, hey, I don't have to type the whole APA style. I should have had a Word document open, so which I think I do, but it's, oh, I do, but I think I closed it by mistake. So, and then, you do that, you can do the, that way, and, voila, you have it. You don't need to retype it. And in fact, as you can see, this is already in italics. This is already lowercase. This is already, so you don't have an excuse not to, to type your reference wrong. So this is a good thing to know. Let me keep that open for later in case I know. And then if you have other, I don't know, maybe somewhere else you need to use MLA or Chicago, etc. Now, this is a little bit a more advanced thing than I'm about to say. These are 4 different sort of application of software to save and manage citations. I have used EndNote, RefWorks. I haven't used that one. I think this, I really haven't used it, but it's these 3, and in addition, it's called Mendeley, and Zotero with a Z. Those are also other ways of. This is not something that. Let me back up. Even though it's something you can use for just this class or any other class, it's something that it's a toolbox where you put, or it's a library really, where you put books, and you don't finish filling your library in 1 year, right? You don't finish your library in 2 years. It keeps going and going. And anyway, if I try to go into what this applications do, and by the way, I don't know that all of them has an app for your phone, but it's this been, I known this kind of software. I've been aware for a long time, and it have changed from very basics, like everything. When you first start using Facebook or whatever else, it keeps progressing. So the main thing I think is availability, access, and quickness and way of searching. But anyway, that's something I urge you to explore on your own. Sometimes, and this is a little bit more advanced, sometimes I have chosen this software, like it's not listed here, it's called Zotero, Zotero, because it's the application that the one of my sources, which is the one of the archives of information that I use a lot, that's what they use. So you may want to pick the one that it's more convenient for you. And a lot of times you can how you can transfer something from PDF to DOC or Word. Sometimes they're exchangeable, but I'm already spend more time than I should. And the other thing is that you can do it the old-fashioned way like I just did. I just highlighted, Control C, and then put it somewhere else like here. And when, I'm doing this again, Control V as in, Control V as in vampire, I guess. Okay, so again, the benefit of using any of this is that, you have it for, eternity, really. Okay, so that's the citation. Continuing about citation, you see this here says cited 471 times. Well, as you can guess, this more something is cited, more popular, and maybe, I can say better, but it's not, it may be correlated, but it doesn't mean that it's necessarily better. But it's an indication like this one has a few more, and you may use that to sort of select which one is a good article and which one is not. But to really notice or detect if it's a good article, you may have to open it and check the abstract, read a little bit of the introduction, or the whole introduction, and read the references. There is more to that, but again, I can't. This video or this recording would be too long if I try to teach you how to detect good or bad articles. So you can actually click on cited, and those are the actual articles that were used this previous article, right? And they cited that article. Related articles, this option is really very good, because if you think you like this one, then there's probably the related ones are also good, I guess, for what you're trying to do. All 16 versions. I'm not extremely familiar with that. And then this is for more, Now, before I explain what that could be, or what that could be, actually I'm going to try this one because I never tried it before. And of course it's going to take more time than I would like, but that's life, or that's the internet. Okay, this is not going anywhere. Okay, so I messed up. It happens. Anyway, this is the solution sometimes, because I don't really, I could start over. So you can do this, Google Scholar, click on Google Scholar, there we have it, and then I'm going to explain the quotes in a minute. So let's keep that for a little bit, because it was loading quick enough. And so let me show you a trick here. If you see this 3 sort of parallel lines here, if you click on this, it gives you the set, well, not the settings, but it's a menu. That's sort of my profile. I don't think there's anything that I mind you seeing. Obviously, those are a lot of articles that I have written. Now, what I want you to see, even though I'm going to come back to this in a few minutes, is this, my library. So, oops, sorry, that was my mistake. I meant to go here to settings, to library links is what I meant to go. So let me do that again. because I don't want to confuse you. So the first thing is that go to these three lines, click on it, go to settings, go to library links. Now, if you actually type Jackson State University, it will give you a big zero. So let's do something different. Like, well, I have done this already. I will type Mississippi instead. And then, actually, I got all of those choices. Now, I already selected this for. Why, you ask? Because when I selected, actually, I probably select this one again anyway. But I tried it, and it requires you to know username and password for the University of Mississippi, but it might open certain possibilities, so don't necessarily not recommend it, but I'll leave it on. The point is that if I don't have all those clicks, or let me rephrase that, by adding all of this other libraries, it's not that it expands my searches, but it expands the possibility of finding a full text of the actual article. So, like everything, you need to save or it won't save, right? If you're wondering about the other ones, don't worry about it. You can always experiment, but that's not the purpose. I don't mean experiment, but to explain the others. That's not the my objective for today. So, I don't know why. Well, I guess there's a maximum. I have nothing against the Mississippi University for Women. I may have to cancel that, and well, I'm gonna try that one since this one required me to log in, and I don't have that. So I guess the maximum may be 5, because it doesn't let me do more. For all I know, like the example, I can actually write Harvard. Now, Harvard, you know, it won't. I would have to unmark one of this, and click it, because I guess the maximum is 5. But I haven't tried Harvard. I don't know if I need a password. Sorry, a username and a password. So actually, this is a good one, and I'll explain why. It sort of opens up more possibilities, even in our library, which is JSU. So I save that, and then I go back. Okay. Oh, I need to. Okay, now I'm getting. Oh, okay. Articles. Whew. Okay, so and most of the time when you see this, now I would try define it at Mississippi State Library. I think Mississippi State allows you to go in. I just click on the first one here, and then you see, voila, full text. I'm not gonna, if we go, I'm gonna go backwards to show you something, and voila, I got it. Now, I'm gonna go back. I don't know. I just picked the first one. Don't ask, because I don't know if I would get the same result the second one, but hey, I got the full text on my first try, so that's what I wanted. Now, if I choose this one here, that's why I prefer it, because it takes me directly to the article. Okay, see, I got the same thing. Let's see. related searches, next page, and so on. If I click on something that doesn't have that sort of what I'm calling the third column here, like this one, I may not be able to get it because I may need, to get access. Yeah, well, it just say that Jackson State, but you can try it. It might not be worthwhile to try it. I can try it. I not remember what's my password for this, so you can try it on your own. But sometimes, you know, I just show you one way to expand your possibilities of finding the finding the full entire article. This is Southern Mississippi. As you can see, this is the way to get all of those. These are those applications. Let's see. It may not work as I would want, or maybe it does. Not really. So it's not a perfect thing because I'm trying to search something from I'm not registered like many of you, but it worth a shot because I think it still expand. The worst thing you can get is okay, I tried and I couldn't, so I say, expand the name of the libraries, so, I may take out, this is one thing I after trying. So I saw that, I think it was Southern that didn't work as well, for instance. So I may, let's see, may replace Southern when I go here in settings, and link libraries. I may take away Southern. And I don't know that Mississippi, I'm just guessing, this is nothing against it. Actually there's two of them. I don't remember which one was the one that was giving me an issue. I'm going to say it was this one. And then I can take out this one and go, I'm not going to try Mississippi. This is going to be I don't know, New York. Now, I have no idea, let's ask that one. And since I have another choice, let's just go Boston. Let's see. Public library, maybe, yes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do those. I'm experimenting here. Let's see the New York Library. If I need to get a username, or this is not something that I known or used for a long time, but I figure here we go. Yeah, that's good. So I'm able to get it through that. So I recommend. I wish we had an option to add JSU, but I guess you have to pay, not us, but them. Okay, so let's see what else here. Okay, so going back, what are those quotes means? So the quotes, what you have inside the quote, it will look for that exact quote. Now, does it matter that it's lowercase? Not necessarily. No. So you see, it will give me the same no matter what. But you see how it actually it forces it to find substance abuse, those two words. If I do this, let me take out the extra space, it will find those three words. Now, maybe I need to, sorry, I did that wrong. Or maybe that's not that I did it wrong. I think the computer itself or the system changed some. I don't know. It's changing it automatically for some reason. But, the quotes are for that. Now, I could actually do, and maybe because you may not want to include a lot of words between quotes. Let's say that I want to include substance abuse and then minus DSM. So pick everything that has substance abuse but minus, which is the minus sign here. And voila, none of this should have the DSM. Now, DSM is three words, right? If you spell it out. So I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure if just doing DSM or the diagnostic. Yeah, I can't remember what DSM stands for, but it's for it's from the American Psychiatric Association, or yes. So minus. Now, I'm not sure if the plus works, but there's another video, which let me look here. If we go to modules, that I included on here, that I really recommend you watch, is this one. Actually, I'm not gonna play it. Well, so I recommend, and it actually covers some of those. They're called logical statements, and I urge you to watch this video. Let me go back to here now. Oh, I should say about this particular video that in essence, what she's teaching, it's sort of universal, but she's being specific for University of Wisconsin Whitewater Library. So just think that you're using our library or even Google Scholar, because what she's saying about those logic statements is universal. Okay, so going back. Now, I can use the word and, and that would be, you see here, substance abuse and addiction. Or I could use the word or, and because substance abuse and addiction are so connected, but and I'm not gonna try here for 5 minutes or 10 minutes different combinations, because what's the point? But the or would be either this one or this one in the reference. So I give you some tools. Now, you forget everything I said today, just go here and go to advanced search, and here you go. Let's take that out. And then with the exact phrase, under age males, I want that. So that's like using quotes in at least one of these words, it doesn't I don't know. Let's do social work because without these words, you know, and the rest is sort of self-explanatory. Actually, the most difficult thing is to know that this is a possibility that you know because you need to go here and then go to advanced search. So why would anybody would think of, oh my goodness, I need to go and click on those things. I thought that was just, it's nothing, but it is, all of these commands and options. Remember, so it's quite useful. I think that's the last thing that I need to say about. Oh, this is where you store. If you save something, it should be here. I guess I thought I did, but I don't know. Oh, it put it on the trash. Right. So maybe I need to go to restore. And there we go. I don't know. I don't remember deleting it, but then my profile is, again. Oh, I need to add a picture of me, but I won't do that yet, or while I'm taping or recording this. So I wanted you to be aware of other things in this video. I'm gonna have, I like this video, preparing a literature review in the behavioral and social sciences, which actually they're gonna talk and say, referring to the social work, because we're part of, social work is part of the behavioral and social sciences. But you're going to see, I don't like just to give you an unrelated to social work video. They're talking about physics or biology, which is not necessarily bad, but, the best, one of the best thing I could find was this one. I can have the link. I don't know that I can add the link to this, video, but I definitely, you can always search in YouTube for preparing a literature review in the behavioral and social sciences, and you get a few. I just went through the trouble of, kind of looking for the best that I can find, and, good production value, meaning that, it doesn't have a crappy image, that the sound is good, that all of that. So, I'm doing some of the work for you. This is a channel that actually I'm going to subscribe, and I'm going to use the little bell here. It's called Grad Coach, and I think there were two actual videos that I was really was interested, and it will be very helpful. This one, how to write a research proposal for.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode.
Yeah, since I'm allowing the computer audio for you to listen to it as well as I am listening, I need to stop it. Don't be discouraged. If you see the word dissertation, a lot of things actually apply here. I would definitely recommend it. I know that it's lengthy, but you can sort of see, probably, let me see here, show more, it's sort of like a outline, right? And then, there's a lot of goodies that are really useful. Now, I think this website, I have to be, transparent and say that they may want to, it may be they may be making money. Not may they, that's their intent. So they're gonna have a lot of stuff for free, but once they sort of hook you, and they may start uh, asking you to pay a fee. But there's so much free that I think that it's worth it. They even have a free consultation here, booking. It's the first one is free, and I haven't tried it but that's what I imagine. You can try it yourself and let me know. There's I don't know how many videos. These are some of the those literature sort of organizers. How to write a literature review. I highly recommend that. You know, um, I'm not sure what that one is about because I haven't opened it, but it's really interesting. You can sort of uh, go. I wish they had a time thing, so and telling you where everything is, but you can speed it up. You may be missing some important stuff, but you know, it's your time. I'm not gonna. I can't ask you to spend more time um, than you could. So do it for your own benefit. I can assure you that spending some time now and really absorbing all of what I said and what these other folks are saying will save you time. I guarantee you. Because I wish there was, not that I'm that old, but there wasn't YouTube when I was in the PhD program. Yes, there were internet, and yes, there was a web browser, but the www had been around for 26, 27 years now. Probably 27 by now. Okay, so I did that one. Oh, this one. It's called How to Choose a Research Topic for, it's really about switching a research topic, because you think that choosing a research topic is just, oh, I'm gonna do female, I don't want to, sorry, I was thinking of somebody specifically, so I don't want to do that. Female, actually somebody did last semester something about human trafficking, but even, okay, so let's select that one. But human trafficking is such a broad topic, and I understand because the word topic, sort of steer you to that. But in reality, what I mean and what, it's really what's going to be your researchable topic, something that you want to research. And yes, researching on human trafficking is possible, but by going in to Google and typing it, not Google Scholar, but although it could be Google Scholar, that's not the kind of academic and professional research that I'm teaching you guys to do. So it requires, selecting a topic requires at least to have three aspects. Like, in fact, he gets into that. There's 7 steps, which and plus examples, which is good. Why should I have to create this type of video that you're seeing? Let me see. Topic hunting. Yeah, maybe this is the part. I'll play a little bit of it.
That is that you can take a body of theory that has already been pretty well researched or just moderately researched, and you can assess whether that's relevant within a certain context, such as a certain country or within a certain industry or within a certain demographic group, socio-demographic conditions, you can assess whether or not the existing theory is relevant there. And if there is any question mark about whether it is relevant there, then that is a topic that is potentially worth considering.
Yes. So, for instance, he wasn't specific, but he was talking about a theory, which is it could be a good start. And then you can check out a theory that have, there's not a lot of things published about certain demographic group, or that the theory was, developed, so many years ago that, you're saying now we have a different, demographic spectrum, right? Or, we have a perfect sort of storm now, for instance, with the pandemic, that things are not the same way. So maybe that theory needs to be tested during this time, So, you see, so it's not just saying, yes, it's okay to say divide your topic, like I said, 3, at least you can have more. Sort of like a topic, like I was telling my other students yesterday, it could be permanency in child welfare, like one of them. Then put an intervention, right? Meaning that, you're treating them, or treatment, intervention, something. And then make it, the third one, make it a group, like here, or, well, we don't really have an industry much in social work, but we do have demographic and socioeconomic, and even country could be one. But I'm not saying that the third necessarily have to be what I just said, but construct that topic really like a research question, right? But it needs those at least three items in it. Could have 4, but So permanency in child welfare, for instance, some sort of intervention, and a group. Could the first one with the group? Yeah, but the intervention obviously have to relate to the, in this example, have to relate to the child welfare permanency. You don't know exactly what that is, it's fine, but it's like saying, again, like going back to the example, alcohol abuse disorder, right? And then you add, that's the first one. Then you add an intervention, specific, maybe an evidence-based intervention, and then maybe a group. Why the group? Well, maybe the particular group have not been tested, or had, I shouldn't say tested, there have not been many, research done on that particular group. Now, people usually, and this is a mistake, or maybe not a mistake, but this is what I recommend. Don't put the cart before the horse. So what am I talking about? How can you really get a topic? You can start with a topic, but how can you really, when you email me a topic and tell me this is the topic, without even reading? That's nonsense. Do not send me a topic of your research project, your research proposal, without having read the literature. Repeat, do not send me, email me, your topic without having researched it, at least somewhat. Why? Because how can you make up your research question, right? If you don't know, you're gonna throw in, oh, I want to do it. A lot of people, which is normal, want to do, and it's the elephant in the room, African American females, for instance. which is fine. That's a group. But just, and there's nothing wrong with, oh, that's my interest. There's really nothing wrong, But how do I know, or how, more importantly, how do you know that that is something more relevant? Let me use that word. And by relevant, I mean that, probably there's been a lot of work on that topic. Again, going back, remember when I said how many times some article had been cited? Well, that should give you an idea of that. You see how everything is connected? So you may want to start broad, start wide, and then focus. I'm going to talk about that, this inverted pyramid, at another occasion. I don't know that I have in my little plan that I have anything else. Yeah, maybe, the justifications, significant cultural differences. This is when I said, maybe there's some of that. Maybe there's, differences in socioeconomics and, all this. That's why I think that this, is a great video. I could have said all this, but, with the production value, meaning that, we have good, a better camera, better probably speaker, not the guy, but an actual speaker, or sorry, I meant microphone. So, and then, and it actually really talks about, just research topic like the other one. It doesn't say research, paper. It's a proposal, which is all that's our goal for the end of the semester. We're not going to really conduct research because, that will take more than just a semester. I'm trying to look for the part that he goes to the examples. Well, again, I don't want to make this too long of a video. So, I think the only thing I have left is mention this. Now, I know that I could mention this 1,000 times, and some people will not do it, will not use it. This is what is called a literature matrix. So, it should be self-explanatory. There's a lot of electronic versions of this, but really this is just one. You can see that the author, their research questions, theoretical framework. So if you created this in a word processor, for instance, or let me show you in a Excel sheet, which they're all kind of different, but they're all, then you can, let's say you had a list of citations, you can arrange them by order, you can do a Control F, and find and sort it and many other things. I don't know that I have no, I don't have one in Word. And I can, I can share this, or you can just Google it and find maybe one that is done, download one that is in Word, for instance, or Excel. But you see, this helps you organize. I know what most people do, especially for a class, a couple of days before the due date, but, it's sort of, what's the sort of order where you put stuff in terms of the literature review? There should be an order in terms of, for instance, let's say, the themes, right? And then, and then you have different subsections in the literature review. I am going to, And this is actually titled, you know, sort of how to, well, I know that doesn't say how to, but it is supposed to be an explanation on how to, you know, summarize each articles, and you see this going down, synthesize, and all that. And I guarantee you that there's probably more than you want to know if you just type, you know, literature review matrix or literature matrix out there. This is just one of the many examples. I left this for last because, you know, I know you're saying, I'm not going to do this. Well, I guarantee you that it will save time, and it is a good practice. And I understand most of you will not go back to, well, you actually have to take another research class. So, you know, not that you can use the same paper, but you can use some of the same literature, which you know, as long as it's not the same exact paper, you know, I will allow it. But, you know, for the long run, this is something we all can use. Yeah. All right. So, with that said, I will stop. Thank you for listening. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you. I don't know if I actually recorded this. Yeah.